Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jane if you are new, and I'm going to be showing you today how I do my soft glam every day or when I go out makeup routine. Although we are in quarantine, I just decided to film my look, and so you guys can, practice it while you're at home right now, and then maybe go use it once everyone can go out to like restaurants and bars and clubs. So I really love it. I think it really accentuates like all of your good features, and it just kind of meets like soft glam with like a cat eye, and it's very sexy looking. It's very cute, you can put your twist to it. But I thought today I would show you, so I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get started. So I already did my brows off camera. I have a whole brow routine for you if you guys want to go see, and I concealed them underneath, and so now I'm going to prep my skin. I'm just gonna throw my hair back, and I'm going to be using, for starters, the Bobbi Brown corrector in light peach. So I'm going to use this underneath my eyes for all my dark under eye circles. My sleep schedule has been so messed up. I've been going to bed at like 2 a.m. and waking up at midday, like 12, 1. Not the greatest, so I'm definitely going to be using this. And this really helps cancel out all that darkness. It's like this nice little peach color. They have a lot of other colors for correcting. And even before, I wasn't even correcting. I had really no reason to correct, but then I was like, maybe I should start, filling in like this little hollowness underneath my eyes, and it's just made a really big difference. So I highly recommend this product. It's really great. But also I use it to just kind of correct any darkness around my mouth area or discoloration. This color also helps with any of that darkness again. So just blend that in with your finger, or you can use a brush, whatever you prefer. And so we're just gonna blend this in until I get the coverage that I like, and I just want to make sure that all of that discoloration is now corrected. In my pores, I'm gonna go ahead and use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And yes, TikTok made me buy it. I was very intrigued. I've struggled with very large pores. I have combination skin, so definitely I have a lot of in my T-zone area. So I do exfoliate pretty often, but this putty primer just really helps fills it in. So I just use my finger and just tap that product right where the problematic area is. And I really like this product because it has a very velvety feel to it. So I feel like a lot of people have been comparing it to the Tatcha like luminous skin finish. So I definitely would say, if you're looking for a dupe, this is definitely a really great product. It's really inexpensive. So I'm gonna put that right over my nose. And then I'm gonna let it dry for about 30 seconds. It says on the packaging to let it dry, so for about that long. So I'm gonna just do that. Okay, so to set it all in place, I'm going to use a little bit of this translucent powder from the Fenty Beauty in Butter. And what this is going to do, it's gonna lock in all of that primer that you just put on your face. So whether it be just like a serum or like face lotion, or in my case, the putty primer, it's just gonna hold it in place. It's also gonna conceal it so that when foundation goes right on top of it, it's not gonna move, it's not gonna budge. So if you have a problem with your foundation creasing or coming off your nose, anything like that, you definitely want to just do a light layer of translucent powder just to put over top, and that way it's going to make a big difference in your makeup. I actually learned that trick from Jackie Ayana, who's one of my favorite YouTubers. And yeah, so you just basically pat it onto your skin like this, right in your T-zone area or where your foundation comes off. And so it really does lock everything in. And so yeah, I'm just gonna put that everywhere in my T-zone area, between the brows, on my forehead here. And then for foundation, I'm gonna be also using the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Long Wear Foundation. This is one of my favorite foundations if you're looking for a luminous, really like light to medium coverage, I would say. So this is in the shade 190. So I'm gonna mix this with a different foundation just so I can get like a lighter shade. This is more of my when I'm tan, when I have a little bit of sun-kissed glow to me. But since we are still not there summer-wise yet, I'm just gonna have to mix the two. And I'm just gonna mix it on the back of my hands, and then I'm just going to dot this on my face. This will really help control how much foundation you use too if you do this way. And then I like to really get the jaw area, the neck area. You really want to blend all this in. And then I'm going to be taking a Morphe Beauty Blender, one of my favorites. And I'm just going to blend that in and blend that into the skin. Really make sure you get the neck area. And then also a little bit of the ears. Make sure you get that chin. So I'm gonna go on my nose and then onto my forehead here. And then same thing, we're just gonna blend it out with the Beauty Blender. So then once we get to the forehead, I'm gonna take a concealer brush. If I can find it. I was just using it. Oh, here it is. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna take a little bit more of that foundation shade and we're gonna conceal the top of my brows. I like to do this just because I won't have any issues blending out my foundation on my forehead. And this also, I can sculpt the brows even more and just make sure that they're, you know, the shape that I like. And I also like to get in between the brows here too. And then we're gonna go back in with that Beauty Blender, and then I'm just gonna blend out some of that foundation on my forehead here. So after we blended the foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Toast, and I'm just going to use this to contour my cheek, jaw, and forehead area. So I usually like to take this product, like so, a little bit on the temple here. Same thing with this side. And then we're gonna cover this 5 head a little bit. Just drag that down. Okay, and then we're gonna go on the jaw here a little bit. And then I'm gonna do my nose contour. So I like to go down the sides. And what I like about this product is that it already has a brush attached to it. So it's really easy to get a nice clean nose contour. So I'm gonna round out the bottom here. Up on the sides. Just make a really snatched nose, although sometimes it looks a little lopsided. Oh well, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. And then to conceal, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty concealer in 185. And then I'm just going to go right on the side of my nose here and then make a little triangle underneath the eye. And the same thing with this side. Just like highlight all the center of the face as well. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna let that concealer set just a little bit, and we're gonna let it get like tacky, and then we'll blend that out. So we're gonna blend out the contour with a Morphe E8 brush, and I'm just gonna spray that just a little bit. Sometimes this contour or the product can kind of dry a little bit, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of that spray, and then we're just gonna do tapping motions right into the skin. And then just kind of blend it out, like so. And then we're just gonna keep doing this with like the bottom of our jaw, and then I'm gonna go on this side and do the same thing. All right, then we're gonna blend out the forehead here, and I'm kind of dragging into this concealer just a little bit. I like the look of the two like being blended together. And then I'm also going to try to make sure I get my hairline so that there's just no harsh lines anywhere. Now that our concealer is kind of dried a little bit, it gets tacky, and so what I like about that, I feel like it gives it a better coverage. It just kind of looks nicer on the skin. So I'm gonna take that beauty blender again and just make sure I blend that all the way up to my eye area here. And just making sure I'm really getting close to my nose contour. And then we're gonna get the chin, and then up with the lip here. And then we're gonna get the other side. So I'm gonna take this little e.l.f. concealer brush and kind of get in between my eyebrows and then the rest of the concealer that was on my forehead. And I'm also gonna use this brush to blend out the nose contour. What I like about using the same brush, it kind of diffuses the nose contour just a little bit so I don't have like harsh lines or anything. And this brush is really great. I got it from Target. It was like $3. And it blends out everything. It blends out your nose contour, blends out concealer, it can blend out shadow even. It's just a very well, I don't even know, it's a well good brush. So I like a little bit brighter of an inner eye corner, so I'm gonna take a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape in Fair Neutral and just kind of place this right kind of close to the tear duct right here. I don't like a full under eye, like the whole thing to be bright. And when I use this product and use a brush, it kind of just lightens the inner corner just a little bit. So it gives a little bit of brightness. So I kind of just like will drag this down right along the nose here and then tap the product along the eye and then diffuse it when I get closer to my cheek area. I find that when you do this, it makes not a whole noticeable difference, but it just brightens it up just a little bit, makes you look a little bit more awake. Because the initial concealer that I used, the Fenty one, is close to the foundation shade. So it doesn't do a whole lot of brightening. So when you use a different shade or a lighter shade, and the Shark Tape, that's so funny. Okay, the Shape Tape, why can't I say this name? The Shark Tape. The Shark Tape is really great. No, but it's actually really great for more of a brightening. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. So yeah, it makes a noticeable difference, but not like it's not like the whole under eye is completely bright. Okay, so after all of our cream products are set and already blended out, I'm gonna go in with that same Fenty translucent powder on the beauty blender, and I'm just gonna go right underneath the eye and just pack that right in. Just gonna pack it in. And then you want to keep doing this. And what I like about this, it melts that powder right into your skin. I don't necessarily bake with this product, but instead I'm just going to just pack it into that under eye. This way you will have like minimal creasing. I also think it looks a little bit more airbrushed. So we're just gonna do the same thing to the other side. And again, just pack it in and just make sure everything is blended out. Even get like my smile lines, my cheek area. I'm gonna take a little bit of that powder again, just the Fenty one, and go on my forehead just a little bit, go in between the brows. And then same thing with the nose, except I'm gonna go in with a brush instead and make sure I just like tap that right into the nose area. I'm going to spray a little bit of the Morphe setting mist just so that my face can kind of set with all that powder. I'm gonna go in with the Kylie Cosmetics khaki bronzer, and I'm gonna take that on a Makeup Shack T20 brush, and I'm gonna take a little bit of that product, not too much. And I'm gonna just like tap that right into where I want to be bronzed and contoured. And just drag that across with no product onto the jawline. Same thing, and do the other side here. And then we're gonna go right onto the temples and the forehead. And I really like this product, especially for bronzing and just bronzing the temples and bronzing the forehead and the cheeks. I used to use the Hoola bronzer for years, and that was a really great bronzer. And then I was like, I need a new one, so I just picked up this Kylie one, and it's actually really nice. And then I'm also gonna take the Kylie, she was having a 2-for-1, so I kind of was like, I'm just gonna pick up these two. And I'm gonna take the Kylie blush and pick Pink Dreams. This is one of her newest blushes. Take that on a blush brush, go on the apples of my cheeks, and then I'm gonna bring that up just a little bit towards the temple and where I started my contour. I've been liking a lot of blush lately, but sometimes I feel like I go heavy-handed with it and then I look like a clown, but hopefully today I don't. But it's not, I'm not going anywhere, so it's not like anyone's gonna see me, so. And I'll use that same Kylie bronzer, and I'm going to finish up my nose here and use this Morphe E62. This is a really great angled brush to do your contour, your nose contour. It does pick up a lot of product though, I've noticed, and sometimes when I use it, there's just no going back with your nose. It's just not gonna happen. So yeah, try to tap off as much product as you can. And then I usually like to start at the brow here, start at the brow and then work my way down with it. And then I'll come down on the bottom of my nose, make it more rounded, and then go back in with that product again. Start at the start of my brow and then work that product again down the nose here. I kind of sometimes drag it down on the sides just so that I don't get this like one harsh line right at the nose. So I'll just like drag the product down just a little bit. So after I'm done with the bronzer, the blush, and my nose contour, I'm gonna go in with this Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. It's one of my favorite powders that I have used. And I'm just gonna put it everywhere on my face. It smooths out almost like all of what you just put on, so it makes everything like flawless, airbrushed. And so I'm just gonna take this on just a brush, just any brush works. And I'm just going to tap it and then sweep under here. Same thing with this side. And then especially right on the nose here too. So I'm gonna move on to the eyes, and I'm going to prime my eyes with the same concealer and just put a little amount. And I'm gonna take that same e.l.f. brush and just blend that out. So I went ahead and did one eye off camera, and as you can see, it is very minimalistic. And what I did was basically did a faux cut crease and then had a very thinned wing, and then I just put on some lashes, did my lower lash line. So that is what I'm about to show you now. Zoomed you guys in a little bit closer, and the palette I'm using today is the Morphe X James Charles palette, and I'm going to take a Morphe M441 brush, and I'm going to be using the shade Punch Me. It is like a light brown color, and I'm going to just take that and I'm going to use tapping motions. I want this color and then my nose contour to connect, so we're just going to tap that in up on the crease area here, and then we're just gonna blend out. So I'm gonna take an eyeshadow brush just like this one. This one is from Sigma. It's the E55, and then I'm gonna take the shade Canvas. It's a light peach shade, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to tap this in to the inner corner of my eye like this, so it's kind of like a faux cut crease, and then I'm going to take it up to my crease area here and then kind of down to my tear duct, and then I like to drag the rest of the product down my nose area. And so I'm just going to keep doing this until I have the desired depth and look that I want. And what I like about the faux cut crease is that it looks very natural and not too harsh. I'm also going to drag that product right on top of the lid here. I'm also going to go back in with that blending brush that we used before, go back into a little bit of that first shade, and then just kind of blend out the edges and kind of just wing that out a little bit more, and then go back over what we just did. Next, I'm going to be doing a very thin wing. I'm going to take a shade T from the palette, which is kind of like a medium brown, and I'm going to just do a very thin wing. And the goal is we want more like a cat eye look. So I'm just gonna drag that right up and out like that, and then I'll usually just go in, fill in the gaps, drag this across the eyelash line there. So yeah, I'm just gonna drag that product right to the middle of the eye, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a little bit and just go very lightly towards the inner tear duct of my eye, because I don't want too much product in the inner corner, because I want all of the focus to be on the outer portion of the eye, so that my eye gives like a lifted cat eye look. I'm just gonna keep going on the wing liner until I have like the thickness and desired shape that I want. So after I'm done with the wing, the outer wing, I'm gonna go in with the inner corner and just take the angled brush and tap a little bit of that product right at the tear duct. So what this is going to do, it's going to accentuate the eye, so it makes like you have a larger eye. I believe this is called a faux fox look, or a faux fox eye. But basically it just accentuates the eye and gives your eye like a nice lifted, elongated look. So I'm just going to keep doing that, and I'm just going to drag the product towards the lash line here so it's all connected and even. So now that we're done with the eye, we are going to curl my lashes, put a little bit of mascara, and then I'm going to put on the Kiss number 11 lashes. Hands down my favorite. They kind of look like eyelash extensions. They're not too long. They're perfect for this eye look. And then I am going to do my lower lash line, put mascara. So the lower lash line, I'm just going to use that light brown shade and then put mascara on, and then we'll move on to the rest of the look. I'm going to spray my face with a little bit of the Morphe setting mist, one of my favorite setting sprays, and we're just going to spray the face a little bit, and then I'm going to highlight the face. I'm going to take the Revolution Rose Gold palette, and I'm just going to mix these two shades, and I'm just going to go again right on the cheek area here. And then same thing on this side, and then I'm gonna go right onto the temples, middle of the forehead, bring it around, go on the Cupid's bow, a little bit on the chin. And then same thing with the nose too, go on the bridge of the nose. Finally, to complete the look, we're going to do the lips, and my favorite lip liner at the moment is the Kylie Cosmetic lip liner in Ice Latte. It is just like a very pretty nude, and I'm just gonna line my lips with that. So over top of the lip liner, I'm going to put the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in London. This is also just a really pretty mauve shade, and it is pretty long wearing, and it just looks really great on. And then the final product, just to make my lips even more nude, I'm going to take the Too Faced lipstick in Send Nudes and just put that on the center of my lips. And just like really blend that in. So this is the completed look. This is my soft glam makeup routine. I hope you guys liked it. Comment down below what you guys want to see next from me. Also like and subscribe this video and follow me on Instagram. My link will be down below. And I hope you guys are staying safe during this time. Remember, take it one day at a time, and I will see you in my next video.